Hello everyone, today we will present Chapter 10, Presenting and Analyzing Your Data. This is outline. First, I will present non-numerical data, and the monkey will present numerical data, analyze your data, and what is a good result. We present guidelines for presenting non-numerical data, such as data from the literature analysis, data from the interviews, data from the questionnaire, and the data from implementation. First, I will present data from the literature analysis. If you are using a literature analysis as your method for identify difference between two software engineering methods, for example, X method and Y method, you can be with a detailed distribution of the method S, and the distribution of the method S can be followed by detailed distribution of the method Y using the same technique. Next example, you can begin by report which is said in the literature analysis of software engineering method. Again, you should report any differences, contradiction in the views of the different authors. After this, you can give a detailed of distribution the method S and the Y. From the example above, it should be clear that present the data from the literature analysis cannot be done simply by listing a set of codes. Second, it requires structuring the material in the data, which is susceptible of a proper for the analysis. Quite often the literature analysis can be structured in such a way that it provides a grid for a set idea or interpretation. This argument is less supported and is exemplified. There are two problem examples for how to restructure the literature analysis for example projects. First, start by describing in detail what properties neural network have using technique literature on this project. Continue by describing provider work on criteria prediction. Second, start by describing in detail provider work in heavens prediction, including the literature of identify the shortcomings. As example, let's imagine you will have to develop the structure that is best shooter for your popularity project. The meta you have might find the arguments you want to make in your analysis. Next, I will present data from interview and the questionnaire. You will probably have a pile of tape or notes. Let's together represent your material from the interviews. This material method new be structured present to the reader in an appropriate form. Have to make a choice as to what to include to summary of each interviews. This table talks about different way of structuring the presentation of quality data, and it will have different summary. For example, structured by campaigning. If question not grouping, campaigning A have question 1, question 2 to question end, and campaigning B have question 1, question 2 to question end. If question have grouping means is question 1 to question 5 have related. Question campaigning A have question 1 to question 5 and the question 6 to question 8. So his summary campaigning A is summary of question 1 to question 8. Second, the structure by question. Question 1 have asked to campaigning A and campaigning B. And the question 1 to question 5 have asked to campaign A and campaign B. So his summary is campaign 1 to campaign 5 have summary of campaign A and B. So different way of structure have a different summary. Next, I will present data from the implementation. And implementation can be part of your method for result reasons. You also have to show a search of the documentation as is needed in order. One thing to rule out immediate is to summary list the code and the example the reader to regularly. And question is to first show the arguments in certain code, and then is explaining reality part the certain code in writing. You have let's show question code representation of the code. For example, for codes with is a period for the particular argument question at the head, and the monkey will present the